is how. Let's start with my drop sense combo. So, yeah. So pack and drop through, up, turn, push down, yeah, hook, sit back, drop. So hook, sit back, drop. This hand comes through, push forward, push down, pivot your foot, bring your foot in, lift up. Good. Make sure that when you're shifting your weight, moving back and forth, you're facing in the direction of movement. So you should be facing, like completely this way. Your hip goes back, straight back here. You sink. You rotate at the bottom of the drop. Pivot your foot, move forward. And then here again, your hips go forward and your foot comes in straight forward. So no like side to side type thing. And keep your back straight. What was I? Kicks. Yeah, okay, let's do front slap kick. So in, up, kick. Other side, in, up, kick. So your foot should come to 45 degrees. Then your other foot comes straight forward. Yes. Good. Try to scrunch your abs like an accordion as you kick. Like up and then try to, so when you first bring your leg in and lift it up, try sinking your hips a little more and make sure that like your weight is held on your thigh and not like kind of on your calf and your ankles like this. So don't try to like hold your foot here. Try to sink and let your weight just kind of rest on your thigh and kind of sink into the ground. Still going like this during the kick. You want this foot to be planted. No movement here. Yeah, better. Good. Do you want to try to, you're kind of going like this when you slap. Try to like this. Like push out your lower back at the same time as you lean forward. Better, yes. So you're kicking too much forward. So the kick shouldn't be like this. It should be more like this. So see, your body is, so if my one foot is pointed this way, my other foot is pointed this way, then my body is right in between the two. It's a side stretch kick. So side view here. Yeah. So the concept is actually kind of the same. You come down, you sink your weight onto this foot, and then you lift up, straight up. The main thing you don't want to do is kind of kick forward like that. You want to sink your weight here and keep it planted so that you bring your foot down with no weight on it. This one you don't end in the high knee. Just bring your foot straight down. We're gonna do outside kick. So if your right leg is bent, your right arm is high. So just try from here, outside kick. Here, your hand comes around, punches underneath, and then step forward. If you're doing the ground thing, the important thing is that as you step forward, your knee and your butt land on the ground at the same time. So what you don't want to do is land like this and then forward like that. It should be like 1, 2. That way you don't put pressure on your knee. This is the Fajin combo. Okay. So you start here, push, right? Yeah, push, pull back, come around. This hand comes in, punch, and this thing. Did I do that right? Yeah. Push, back, chop, punch, bow and arrow.
Is it horse stance the whole time?
Yeah. So the point here is you should be going from like one side shifted horse stance to the other side. But your legs should just be doing this, like back and forth, back and forth. Okay. And you can mess with the timing, right? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Or you can do 1, 2, 3, 4. But your legs should stay the same. So this is like probably the most important concept in Fajin is how to properly sink your hips and alternately push one knee forward and the other knee back. Okay, so pay attention to your hips as you do this. Okay. So again, the combination from here, push, pull back, chop, come in, punch, pull up, and pull. Yeah. Okay. Maybe I'll do it facing back. Okay. So left hand push, chop, punch, pull. You're going too much side to side, like this. Keep your weight centered here. So you see my hips don't translate very much side to side. It's all rotation. Yeah. So mostly keep both your legs bent. I noticed that when you strike, you'll straighten one leg, and I don't think that's conscious. Chi-Wen, you have the opposite problem. Your legs are not moving enough. So I noticed that as you're turning your waist, the rotation doesn't travel further down. So when you wind up and turn like this, you want this to wind up as well. Yeah, so when you turn, make sure that this is sinking in to allow your hips to turn, like so. Better. Zoe, your stance is like kind of weird. I think your feet are maybe a little too wide, and your knees end up kind of going like this. So as you're doing this, your hips are turning in the right way, but your knees are too caved in. So you want to make sure that, like, even as you're rotating, this is pushed out, so you have a strong foundation, like so. Okay, I want to try something. So I want you to do every section of the combination twice. So you're going to do push, push, chop, chop, punch, punch, pull, pull. So try to, like, especially for your legs, try to make sure that when you do it for the second time, you're able to come back and move forward in the same path that you did the first time. Is as you're doing as you're fying your jing, make sure that your back stays rounded. So I think as you do this, it's very easy to kind of go like this, or like cross your arm in front here. But you want to make sure that this is still concave. Like every part of your body, it should still be facing inward, like for each movement, the punch as well. So you don't want to feel strain here, here, right? It should be this here. So that also means you're not overextending like this, and you're not square like this. You're extended just enough that there's a little bit of a pull here, but it's not a pull here. Okay.